Here are a few frameworks that we've used to help transform us from an AI forward business to an AI first business. My name is Patrick Gilbert. I'm the CEO of Adventure Media Group, a digital marketing agency based in New York. In 2020, I published a book on AI solutions and marketing called Join or Die: Digital Advertising in the Age of Automation. I wrote this book as a call to action for the marketing services community because AI was already disrupting the vertical that we existed in, and it was coming for all of our jobs. And the mentality here was you had to lean into the AI solutions to be able to adapt and navigate and figure out what the value was going to be to provide to our clients and to the industry at large. So AI disruption is nothing new to us, but a lot of other people and a lot of other verticals are experiencing the similar kinds of threats. And I know that a lot of people are overwhelmed by how fast this is happening. I want to provide some advice about how we've done it here, how we've built AI deep into our culture, and how we've helped individuals here level up their own expertise and become power users over time. I'm excited to share some more details on that today. In my first video, I spoke about the two ways in which AI can impact a business today. The first is by unlocking operational efficiencies, essentially making you more productive or efficient or allowing you to do more with less. The second is the innovative way in which AI can be used to help you deliver value to your clients, customers, or stakeholders in a way that you weren't previously able to provide before this technology existed. A lot of the conversation about AI is what can you automate and what can you take off your plate? But that's only half of the equation. The other half is thinking about how AI can really transform your business and the actual product or service or value that you provide to your stakeholders. So now that we have an understanding of the two different ways in which AI can impact our businesses, we want to look internally and ask ourselves, where am I in my own journey and skill set for adopting AI and becoming a power user? And how can I think about advancing along that ladder? So the first thing we want to look at is what I call the 4x2 model of work. And it's thinking about all the different things that we do on a day-to-day basis, and then trying to figure out where AI might fit into those areas. Regardless of what you do and what industry you're in, just about everything that we do in our jobs comes down to one of four things. So the first thing that we spend time doing is designing, whether it's designing a new idea or a concept, or maybe a video ad that's going to run in your meta campaigns. The second thing we do is problem solve. We all encounter problems and fires that we're trying to put out all day long. There's generally a clearly defined end goal in mind, and we navigate through a complex web of obstacles to be able to solve that problem. The third thing we do is we make decisions. We use data, or we use our own experience or wisdom to be able to make different decisions. And then finally, the last thing we do is build. It's this idea that once the strategy has been set, once all the key decisions have been made, what happens when you actually sit down to do the thing that you do? So when you really take a step back and say, what am I really doing at work? How am I spending my time all day? All those individual things probably fit into one of these four categories. Now, there's generally three different ways in which we get them done. Historically, those three things are you do it solo, you do it with somebody else, or you delegate it entirely and get it off your plate and pass it to someone or something else. And the default model for most people is to just do everything themselves. Now, this is where AI comes in, because what AI does is it shifts us from a 4x3 mentality, 4 methods of work, 3 ways of executing the work, to a 4x2 world. Because with the advent of AI, there's almost nothing that we should ever completely be doing by ourselves. We should be co-piloting nearly everything we do or delegating it entirely. So as you think about all the different ways in which you spend your time, remember this concept. A couple of examples here. On the decision-making side, AI can help surface the data that makes those decisions a lot easier, or it can make the decision for you entirely. On the problem-solving side, AI can help you brainstorm different ideas, or if you need to do extensive research and maybe read a product manual to find a small nuanced bit of information deep inside of a PDF, AI is incredibly useful at doing that kind of work for you. On the design side, you've probably already seen AI at work in its ability to write new content or develop images or video or all these different things that you can use as a launch pad. And then finally, on the build side, AI can be automated to do a lot of tasks for you. As one small example on the problem solving side, a few nights ago, I got locked out of the Meta ads dashboard and I was trying to log in and they had to send a verification code to my cell phone. Whatever it was, I kept clicking the button. It said it sent it, and I never received anything to my phone. So I went to ChatGPT, I explained the problem, and it gave me a list of possible solutions. What it ultimately suggested was that I probably blocked the number that was sending the automated verification code. So it gave me step-by-step instructions as to how to find the folder in my iPhone to find the blocked numbers. It literally said, look for this specific number, 32665, see if you blocked it. Sure enough, I did. I was able to unblock it, find that verification code, and get back into the Meta Ads dashboard. If ChatGPT didn't exist, I would have been bashing my head against the wall probably for the next week to try and figure out what exactly the issue was. But within 10 minutes, I had resolved the problem entirely. So great use case for AI, saved me a bunch of time and headache, able to move on with my day. Okay, great. So that's the big insight. There's 4 different modes of work, and now that we have access to AI, there should really only be 2 ways in which we execute that work. Thank you. We'll see you next time.